If I could show you a way to create over $1 million in 6 months at absolutely no cost, with a one-time setup of probably 10 to 15 minutes maximum, would it be worth a few minutes of your time to check it out? Because that's what I intend to show you right now. There are many ways to become a millionaire, but most require all or some of the following: long hours, heavy investment, strong skill set, steep learning curves, acquisition of knowledge, hard work, and the list could go on and on. But today, right now, there is a way that is simple, free, and very, very easy. All it involves is referring 2 people to this very same totally free opportunity. And the only catch is that it won't last for long, so you need to take action now. Why won't it last for long? Because this is a pre-launch offer, and once this company launches, this offer will disappear. You have probably 6, maybe 9 months window at the most. So how does it work? Well, V-Card is a benefits card, and that will sell for about $49 a month, and it'll provide much needed services and discounts, and there's more on this below. But the card will also be linked to the V-Coin, which will start trading 6 months from now at around 50 cents each, and it's forecast to reach $1 each within an additional 3 months, and just keep on rising in value. Right now in pre-launch, you can earn V-Coins totally free by registering. You receive 200 coins just for registering, and then introducing others. Although there's no limit on how many you can refer, I'm going to show you what can and will happen if everybody refers just 2 people. The plan is to pay you through 20 levels with 10 V tokens for every member in your 20 level matrix. Just everyone referring 2 people absolutely free will produce a huge number of tokens, and I'm going to show you now on a spreadsheet how this all works. The secret is all about team building, a 2 by 20 matrix. Let me show you. Now all anybody has to do is just introduce 2 people absolutely free to this pre-launch offer, and for everybody to do exactly the same. Now I'm not naive enough to know or to think that everyone is going to do this. Some people will register and do nothing. They won't even go out and share this so that 2 people will be able to take advantage of it. But I also know that some people will go out and share this with tens, hundreds of people. But if on average we look at 2 people introduced by each member, and that is extremely doable, let's just look at what happens. Well, first of all, you register and you're given 200 V tokens absolutely free. Now these tokens are going to be starting selling at 50 cents each, and it's going to take 6 months after you get your tokens for them to be released to you for sale. So straight away you've got $100 worth of tokens. That's if they just stay at 50 cents, but they are forecast to go up quite quickly to $1 and more, but more on that later. You go out and you say, okay, I'm going to do my bit and I'm going to introduce 2 people, and I'm going to just tell these 2 people that they need to introduce 2 people, and I'm not going to introduce them unless they commit to doing that. So you go out and you introduce 2 people, and you get 10 tokens for each person that you introduce. In fact, you get 10 tokens for everybody that is introduced in this matrix, which goes through 20 levels. And it's not a 2 by matrix. It can be as wide as you want. You can go out and introduce hundreds of people if you wish, but let's keep it simple, 2 people. So you get an extra 20 tokens. So now you have 220 tokens, $110. Okay, not a big increase, but they go out and do what they promised, and they introduce 2 people. So that's another 4 people, that's another 40 tokens. So you now have 260 tokens, $130. And you can see how this builds: 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, and on and on and on, until right down here at level 20, there are over 1 million people introduced. And you've got over 10 million tokens that have been given free just on that level. And you've got a total accumulated tokens of 20 million, or almost 21 million tokens. $10 million worth of tokens. How long will it take to do this? Well, it's 20 levels. If you do it in one day, if everybody just went out and introduced 2 people in one day, within 20 days you could have this matrix filled. Is that going to happen? I doubt it very, very much, because some people will sit and think, oh, I don't know whether I can do this. Some people will go out and introduce more quite quickly. But it's very, very realistic to look at this and say, okay, in the 6 months' time that this pre-launch opportunity is going to be available, I can build this matrix. I only have to get 2 people. I have to encourage everybody to get 2 people. If I introduce more people, it just speeds things up. It just makes the figures, the numbers bigger. Just look at it. If we change that 2 people introduced there and say everybody introduced 3 people, just look at what happens to the numbers. Okay, these are huge numbers. You've got $26 billion down here if everybody introduced 3. Is that going to happen? I doubt it. Certainly not for most people. But I think most people can achieve this, an average of 2 people for $10 million within 6 months. What if you don't get down all those levels? What if you only get down 17 levels? It's still over $1 million. What happens if you only get down to 15 levels and it's 327? But what happens if this goes up to $2 instead of 50 cents? You can see how this increases the value. You know, it's over $1 million just here at level 15. And these tokens are going to increase in value. And why is that? Well, here you go. V tokens are expected to grow to 50 cents very quickly and to over $1 in a year. Okay, 50 cents in 6 months, $1 in a year. All V tokens are 100% backed and can be traded for an equal value of Bitcoin. However, you don't really want to sell all these tokens unless you really, really need the money right now, because the V tokens will grow at a faster rate than Bitcoin. And these are the reasons why. If Bitcoin goes up, so do V tokens. A strong percentage of all the Vcoin card, this benefits card, sales go to V tokens. Any commissions that are forfeited or not earned go to V tokens. All vtoken members who do not stay for 6 consecutive months, their tokens are cancelled, increasing the value of the current members' tokens. And when the vtoken exchange opens in 6 months, people wanting to buy from other vtoken holders will increase their value. So after your vtokens mature 6 months from the time you earn them, you can trade them for an equal value of Bitcoin. So it's not get rich overnight, but it definitely get rich quick. You can, with this opportunity, become a millionaire or even a multimillionaire within 6 to 12 months. The door of opportunity is open for you now. Will you walk through it or will you walk past it? Join now, be a millionaire in 6 months' time by clicking this button and finding 2 people that commit to finding 2 people. And you can use this video to help you in your promotion. Joan Rivers was a comedian and actress, and she said, "I was smart enough to go through any door that opened. Will you be smart enough to go through this door?" God bless.